From row crop to cattle and chickens, 400 young farmers and ranchers gathered in Starkville to connect, grow, and develop a leadership mindset. The Mississippi Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers Leadership Conference saw its largest attendance as attendees looked to the future of ag in Mississippi.
A lot of people have come in with open minds to events like this because they see the value in community, the value in connecting, the value in being a part of something bigger than just yourself, being a part of something where maybe you'll get exposed to things that make you a little uncomfortable, but you'll also be exposed to things that make you a better person.
Speakers from across the nation led sessions focused on issues farmers and ranchers face every day, and not just on the farm. Attendees were challenged to think positive, leaning on each other rather than isolate, and get the most out of the weekend.
These young farmers and ranchers are having to do more educating than some of the older generation was having to. However, I agree that the younger generation has been more willing to open up their farms, to open up their homes and say, hey, we're not the bad guy here, we're actually the good guy, and we want you to come see what we're doing.
Even receiving encouragement from Mississippi Congressman Michael Guest.
A small token of our appreciation for all that your organization does on behalf of the people of our great state.
I appreciate Farm Bureau letting me be a part of this group. And just as I told this group a few minutes ago, we consider that food security is national security. And so we're going to continue to support this group. We're going to continue to support this organization and continue to support all of our farmers.
For many, this is their first introduction to a Mississippi Farm Bureau event with the hope they will get more involved. As Mississippi Farm Bureau begins its next 100 years, it is this group who will lead.
Well, the only way we're going to grow this organization is start with people that are getting into agriculture, beginning their career, and to keep them here for the long term to help Farm Bureau.
And because of the grassroots structure where Mississippi Farm Bureau and the American Farm Bureau Federation go from here is directly in the hands of where this group wants to take it.
They're the ones that have the story. They're the ones that can talk about, here's how this policy or this trend or whatever it might be comes and affects the actual production of our food and fiber out here on the ground. It affects these rural communities, affects these farm families, and they can tell that story, and nobody can do it better than they can.
The largest attendance since the program was created grew from just 25 attending the very first YF&R Leadership Conference a handful of years ago. They say Farm Bureau and the YF&R program has made a difference in who they are, as well as the role they can play in impacting the future of ag in Mississippi.
Pretty open discussion amongst all of us on, how we see we can help agriculture from here moving forward.
I'm in healthcare, so I get to advocate for farmers in that way, and so I can step up and say that this is how this impacts farmers and ranchers in the area, and I can also utilize those resources at Farm Bureau to kind of tie that in.
Farm Bureau does a great job developing the next generation of our state through programming such as the YF&R Young Farmers and Ranchers and the Landmark Leadership Council coming up. All these things are pivotal to be able to put us into places of service and leadership, no matter what our background or our commodity, that we can answer the call and be advocates for Mississippi agriculture.
I just think Farm Bureau is everywhere, and I think everybody recognizes the importance, or at least producers in Sunflower County recognize the importance of the work that Farm Bureau does, and so it's important for me, even as a female, to stay involved in that aspect.
I love the opportunity to talk about agriculture, especially when it could possibly reach someone who doesn't know anything about it. It's our responsibility to make sure that the public is informed, and especially of the accurate and correct information about what is going on within our industry.